It is Sunday, July 25th, 2021, and on this week's edition of Sunday Sofatime, I have so much to talk about.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Morgan. Why, thank you. Thank you. Can you tell I was just in Minnesota for 3 weeks? Oh yeah, I think I can hear it. It has been at least a minute and a half since I sat down here and talked with all of you in front of the red sofa. I'm so happy to be back. I had a fantastic last 3 weeks. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it, and after I tell you about that, I'm gonna tell you about the next 3 weeks. And that's gonna be exciting too. Just a few days ago, I uploaded the last of these podcast style videos that I did on board the Grandiosa. And I thank everybody for your feedback about that style of video. I got a lot of really positive feedback, and I really appreciated on this most recent one that I said, you know, tell me what you're doing while you're listening to this, because like I said, I love to have a podcast on when I'm cleaning up the kitchen or getting ready in the morning, or, you know, like chilling down at night. And it's nice to have something to listen to that you don't have to look at. And that is one of the reasons I was interested in like exploring this format. And the other one was, like I mentioned many times, the trip that I did on the Grandiosa in the yacht club with Marcus was supposed to be like a traditional vacation where I wasn't working all the time, where I wasn't always filming, wasn't always worrying about, did I get enough footage? How is this gonna look when it's all put together? I just wanted to enjoy the time being together with Marcus. So for the people who had, you know, like very critical comments about it, let me just remind you that it was either that or nothing. And so if you're one of the people who wrote something like, oh, this is useless, sorry, then it's useless. Don't watch it or listen to it or whatever. So Marcus and I finished our cruise on the Grandiosa on a Sunday. We flew back to Hamburg that evening. I was in this apartment for Sunday night and all of Monday, and then Monday we went to bed, but I got up at, I think, 3:30 in the morning to get to the airport by 4:30, because then I did something I haven't done for a very, very, very long time. I flew to Minnesota. I grew up close to St. Paul, and most of my family and a lot of my friends still live in and around that area, and I just really wanted to and needed to catch up and be part of that environment again. So I spent 3 weeks traveling around the Midwest. I also went to the West Coast to visit my other parents there, and also rode some crazy roller coasters, rode some crazy water slides, had a great time, drove some go-karts, got into a few crashes, and a lot of those experiences are gonna be coming up in videos on this channel in the next few weeks, so you will have things to watch again coming very soon. And in fact, what did I do? I uploaded one of the videos already about this 3-bedroom cabin that we stayed in Wisconsin Dells. Really cool place to stay. We had a great time there, and yeah, I mean, go watch that video. You might see something interesting. Oh, we laughed so hard trying to do that. Of course, a lot of the fun that I had while in Minnesota was with my family, and that is not gonna be here on the channel. If you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, then you saw clips of like this crazy gigantic wooden roller coaster that goes underground. You saw some go-kart footage. You saw, I don't think I posted anything from the water slides. It's kind of hard to, yeah, no water slides. But like I said, there will also be vlogs coming from Silverwood Amusement Park in Idaho and the crazy roller coasters they have there, and a really special, like, family-run, family-built traditional amusement park outside of, well, it's between Portland and Salem, called Enchanted Forest. If you guys watch Justin Scarred, I'm sure you've heard of Enchanted Forest before. And this is another place that anytime I'm visiting my family in Portland, I always try to go there just to support it, because there really are very few places like Enchanted Forest left in the world. I always think it's important to support these, you know, smaller family-run places, because pretty soon, like literally that part of our culture and amusement history in the United States is going to be gone. That doesn't mean I don't like Six Flags and Disney and Universal, but it's just really sad to see how these smaller traditional parks that have been around, for so long are all sort of disappearing. Anyways, so after those videos go online, which will be like the next 2 or 3 weeks, then it's, time to do something else. And I already know what that's gonna be, and I'm gonna tell you about it right after this commercial break. Did you get one? What was it about? Write it in the comments below. Around the end of 2020, when things were starting to relax here a little bit more, I was invited by a cruise company to do a river cruise. And I talked about it here on the channel, and then it got canceled. I guess it wasn't a big shocker, and I know so many more of you had many more trips canceled, so the 1 or 2 that I kind of tentatively had planned that didn't go through, I really have, nothing to complain about, because it's not like I didn't end up doing a lot of other things, right? Hashtag grateful. But the company Plantours reached out to me and asked me if I would like to go on one of their ships, and I was like,
Okay.
You all know, I've never done a river cruise. It's not the kind of cruising that necessarily appeals to me. It's totally different than an ocean cruise, but I know a lot of you are interested in it because we've been talking about it now for over a year. And so now I'm gonna be doing it again. And I am now like 98% sure what ship and what route I'm going to be doing. I'm just waiting for the final confirmation from the company that I'm gonna get on this ship, but because I feel very positive about it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out, I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be, and also, if it's not gonna be this one, then it will be another one, and I'm sure that that's gonna work too, because the ships are running, things are going good here right now, I'm fully vaccinated, should be cool. So, this is the company, and this is actually the ship that I hope I'm going to be getting on. It's called the Rousse Prestige. I know you probably can't see it that well, but that's what a river cruise ship looks like. You may notice there is no swimming pool, there are no water slides, there's no mini golf, there's no ropes course. Does that mean there's no fun? I guess we'll see. So Plantours offers a lot of river cruises, and this ship that I'm going on, the Rousse Prestige, is actually not one of their newer ships, and the ship that they wanted to send me on, or that they suggested, is the new one here, the Lady Deletta. That was the one that I was actually originally planning to go on last year when it got canceled. And just right now, the route and the dates that are available for the Deletta did not fit really well with my schedule. So I asked if I could do another one, and it's gonna be this one, and it's gonna be on the Donau River, leaving from Passau, Germany. So I'm gonna tell you the whole route now. Let me grab my phone. If it goes through and it all works out, and like I said, it's looking really good, I will be leaving or departing Passau, Germany on the 3rd of August. So it's really just a couple weeks from now, like a week and a half actually. And the next place that we stop is Dürnstein, which is in Austria. And I've been to Austria a few times, but only to go skiing. I've never seen like any Austrian city basically. So we're gonna be in Dürnstein, and then we're gonna be in Wien for 2 days. Like we have an overnight in Vienna's. Wien is how you say it in German. Vienna is how the rest of the world calls it. And yeah, I mean, can you believe all the places I've been in the world and I've never been to Vienna? So I'm really looking forward to that. Then another really exciting place that I've never been, Budapest. So we're gonna be cruising from Wien to Budapest. And we also have an overnight in Budapest as well. I mean, Wien and Budapest on a cruise, it is starting to sound pretty cool if you ask me. Hungary just recently passed some not so friendly kind of anti-gay legislation that doesn't really, fit with current human rights standards, let's say that. There are countries that are worse, but 2021 is not necessarily the time to move backwards. I don't know if you follow the whole football league over here in Europe, soccer, but there was an exciting thing happened because one of the matches for the recent, was it European Cup, was supposed to take place, or it did take place in the big stadium in Munich. And the Munich stadium has like a, light feature all around it. And in the past, they have made the stadium, the entire football stadium, a rainbow for LGBT pride. And the stadium wanted to do it. The stadium and the city of Munich wanted to do it for the match where Germany played Hungary to show their, support of these issues and to sort of, kind of push it into Hungary's face. And the UEFA, the United European Football Union or whatever it's called, forbid them to do it. So also not cool. Anyways, I usually don't talk about politics on here, but that was kind of important to me. The next place to visit on this trip will be Esztergom. Esztergom. That sounds like a word spelled backwards. What would it be the other way around? Margrethe. No, that doesn't work, does it? Then we will be continuing our cruise to, the Slovakia. We're going to be in Bratislava. Exciting. All these cool places that I've never been or even heard of. Next place we're going to be is back in Austria in a city called Melk, which is M-E-L-K, which is how most people in the Midwest pronounce milk. Oh, we're going to actually stop in two places in one day. Melk and then Grein, which is also in Austria. That's one interesting thing about river cruises, that sometimes you stop in two ports in one day, and I don't think I've ever done that on an ocean cruise. Yeah, and then the next day, on the 10th, we are back in Passau. So I know a lot of you have done river cruises. A lot of you are huge fans of river cruises, especially in the winter time, like to go to the Christmas markets and stuff like that. So if you have any tips about anything to do or see in these cities, or something that you would like to do or see, please hit those comments right now and let me know. And all together, now that I hopefully will be doing a river cruise, let me know again, what are the things that you all together would like to see about this experience, so I can be sure to have that in mind while I'm cruising down the Donau. And before I leave for that cruise, I do also want to plan my next trip, actually probably next two trips. And what I want to do is I want to go sailing on a sailboat. Remember that goal? So in 15 minutes, I actually have a call with somebody to talk about some of those things. And then I want to be planning my next cruise as well. Speaking of next cruise, about a week before I left, let's just say about 5 weeks ago, I posted another Sunday Sofatime talking about You Choose the Cruise. I wanted to do that contest again like we tried back in 2020, was it 2020? It was 2020. And the first time I did it, I got so many entries. There were maybe like 40 people sent in detailed itineraries, and then, it never happened. It got canceled, and I was really disappointed by that. So I wanted to try it again. And unfortunately this time, and no hate to anybody, I probably understand why it happened this way, but I only got, I think, 4 entries, and I guess I should have been a little more specific about what it was I was looking for. And I would have really been excited for people to look for something I could do like now, like in August or September. Sorry to everybody who did participate, but we're just gonna call this one a draw, and I'm gonna be looking for my own options. But thank you to everybody who did participate. And all that being said, now comes the time on Sunday Sofa Time where I comment on your comments live on air. The last Sunday Sofa Time is so many weeks in the past that I'm going to be looking through the comments on my most recent podcast video where I talked about everything that the yacht club turned out not to be. What I discussed in that video is just the things that I was expecting it to be, that it turned out to be different. That doesn't mean that it didn't meet my expectations. I just thought it would be like A, and it turned out to be more like B. And the first question is from Tom Fagerstrom. Tom writes, after your experience in the yacht club, would you choose a normal balcony stateroom or an interior yacht club stateroom if the price is about the same? Interesting question. And I think that I would choose a normal balcony stateroom over any kind of interior room, even if it's in the yacht club. And when you book an MSC cruise, you always after you choose what cabin you want, then you can choose one of 3 like packages to like book in addition to the cabin itself. I'm not gonna be able to come up with the names of them right now, but it's like A, B, and C, and A is like the basic package, B, you get a couple more bonuses, and then C comes with like a mini drink package, a mini internet package, I think a little bit of onboard credit, and it includes a massage. And having a normal balcony cabin and all those things is, you know, already a really good deal, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to get all that for less than an inside cabin in the yacht club anyways. But I would prefer on my next cruise, I think, going by what Tom asked, I would choose the balcony cabin outside of the yacht club and then book the biggest package to add that on. Next comment is from Psych Girl Raven. Psych Girl writes, not sure why you would expect people to behave better in the yacht club. Money doesn't buy you class or manners. It simply buys you opportunities. And ain't that the truth? In that final episode, I just talked about how I was expecting the atmosphere, especially at the pool, to be a different one than down at the main pool. And other than it being smaller and having less people there, the only thing that was missing from like annoying other passengers there was somebody bringing their own Bluetooth speaker and playing their own music. Otherwise, annoying smokers, annoying loud cell phone talkers, screaming kids, loud music from the ship sound system, that all was part of the yacht club experience, and I was not expecting it to be like that at all. So yeah, like Psych Girl said, and like I mentioned in the video, if you're expecting the yacht club to be very fancy and very elegant, especially at the pool, it wasn't on my cruise. And I talk more about that in the podcast as well. Talk more about a couple situations. Anyways, final comment is from Angus McLay. Angus writes, celebrity sounds like your perfect cruise line. Quiet, relaxing, not very many kids, elegant, upscale, no techno music anywhere to be found. That does sound really good, and let me just say, the Celebrity Edge and Celebrity Apex do look very interesting. Stay tuned. Thanks for spending this part of your Sunday or whatever day it is while you're watching this with me. I'm so happy to be back here, and getting back into my normal rhythm of things, and am looking forward to the things coming up that I will be able to share with you soon. Bye-bye.